this truck is lifted. You gotta make sure you secure it on the chassis before you start working on the truck. You gotta make sure it's well secure before you start removing all the clamps. Okay, once you finish removing these clamps, you have to take these ones. You gotta take them out. You gotta push them up. You gotta pull them up one at a time. Just save all the hardware because you're gonna reuse this. Once you remove the clamps, now this is how I do it because the truck is lifted. It's much easier for me doing it like this. I had to add this 4x6 on my jack to be able to lift the leaf springs. What I'm gonna do here is gonna lift the leaf springs just enough to remove the lifting block back there. That way I can work on the leaf springs. Once it's lifted like this, you can go ahead and take this out. Once you take that out, you can slowly release the pressure on the jack, let it come down easy. It's off of it now. Now I can work on the leaf springs. Next step, we're gonna have to clamp this leaf spring before we remove the center bolt. The bolt is holding them together. So give me a minute, let me clamp these leaf springs, getting ready to take off to get disassembled. The next step is removing this center bolt from the bottom. You remove the top nut. Sometimes you gotta hold it with some vice grip or something on this bottom part because it'll try to spin on you. But when you take it off, you're ready to take out the bottom leaf spring to be able to add the new one on it, or add the new leaf spring to get the lift on the truck. Another thing good to do before you get this leaf spring installed, it comes with these rubbers. I think it's better to put a little bit of grease bottom and on the top part. That way it's not making any funny noises once you put everything back together. Just do the same thing on both sides. I think that'll help you in the long run. Once you have everything lined up, like I do here, just run your bolt to the bottom. And then just gotta put the nut on it, tighten them up, and that should be it for this part. Just remember to have the truck all the way down on your block or on your differential before torquing your U-bolts. Once you're done putting everything back together, just make sure you torque your bolts, your U-bolts, to your torque specs. It depends on the diameter you have of U-bolts, so you need to look at it. You torque them up and you'll be good to go. Just make sure you lift the truck. You gotta lift the truck like I do here. This truck has a rough country 6-inch lift kit, so you need to make sure you lift the truck, you jack the truck enough to be able to work with those lift springs to put everything back together. It makes it very difficult, but that's about it. Now you just gotta do the same thing in the other side. Just repeat, make sure everything's tight, and you should be good to go. I have a total of 1.5 inches of lift on the back. Now the truck sits pretty level. Pretty happy how it looks. The reason I wanted to do this is because this truck has too much weight on the back, how you guys can see. By adding the leaf springs, help me bring that back up again. I have more things coming for these trucks, sound system related. If you like that kind of content, like and subscribe, and I see you on the next video.